hear a scraping and a crack as the ship is dragged along one of the teeth, and the captain is forced to run the ship towards the shores. I have to run it aground or we're gonna sink it!
Previously on the Ballad of Kaarlon.
And you see something moving along the sands on the shore near the tree line. It's this furry little critter. And they're letting out this like sort of like cooing, beautifully cute noise, or like calico little fur ball like a guinea pig. But there's no eyes or face or legs or anything like that. And you Kaelrix and Flay are absolutely in love with this creature.
Oh my god.
You're gonna
execute the whole island now.
A piercing and you just cut it in half. That pulls at the heartstrings of all who hear it.
But I guess my goal is to get back to the boat.
Yeah, the conundrum that you have is exactly as we left it. You want to help fix the ship, but you need your hands to wave your magic, and you're fucking want to cuddle Tribylons at the same time, and you don't know. Your brain is literally divided. You keep losing focus.
Oh, so it's like my everyday life.
So, of course, you've come to the beaches of Zeryels Isle. Your ship, Star of the Horn, has crashed into rocks. The salt spray is blasting. The sun is setting. You've fallen in love with some Tribylon. Well, at least a couple of you have. A couple of you have
I sure
not.
have.
And a couple of you certainly have not. And with your wise, quick-moving decision-making, you're going to go warn the captain about this. En route back, though, Bartholomew is aware that Kaelrix kind of is holding one or two of these. There's one stuck to his pauldron. He looks like he's also kind of loving on him. The warden is kind of going ahead, falling kind of behind y'all, quickly slices at one with his ridiculous, overpowered strike, and just absolutely proves that they are not indestructible. You hear a high-pitched squealing noise as the Tribylon dies very, very viciously, making everybody very sad.
Womp womp.
The two of you that have been bound by them, by the effects of the Tribylon, will need to see we'll just see what happens here in just a moment. We'll come back to that. There's a special effect at the end of that hour where you're being charmed by their Tribylon loves. And I think we left where Bartholomew making sure Kaelrix cannot get on the ship. Warden, you have got there and gone ahead to the deck to talk to the captain, and so has Oren. Yuvel, you've stayed back, I believe, with Flay at the camp to help with...
that was the intent, but I didn't know you had so many of the crew on board come to the island too.
Yeah, almost.
I thought there were just like a couple of us.
Yeah, about 2/3.
So I'm gonna go back to the boat instead.
Sure, that's fair. So you're gonna head back, catching up with everybody else, and you're gonna come up against Bartholomew trying to convince Kaelrix to not get on the ship right now as they're sorting out his situation with Tribylon. Flay, you've stayed back with the blacksmith. I think was the one who's been asked to lead the contingent from the ship. They've made some fires and tried to throw up a couple tarps for shelter as the rains have started and the sun has set, and you're trying to maintain a camp.
Mm-hmm.
We know that tide is going to come in the morning, maybe about 2 hours after dawn. So the goal is to
Right.
make it through the night, allow the crew and your friends to mend and repair the ship as best as possible, and hopefully make it away from this island in the morning. Is that
Yes,
right?
that sounds right. I also have a tent, so I would have tried to bring it back onto the shore to help shelter some of us at least.
Yeah, and I believe
If there's any other tents as well.
Yeah, and I believe the group also had a large tent that you could have thrown into that. It was good for 6 people. That's going to be good for helping everybody else. So, all intents and purposes, the camp is a pretty good camp considering it was very hastily made. There was enough supplies. You don't really have to do any hunting. There's fresh water there. There's fire. There's safety in numbers. So you're helping hold down the camp. Okay. So,
Yes.
So with that recap, we will begin on the shores of Zeryel Isle, to you all more immediately known as Tribylon Isle, a cursed place that sailors try not to go to. And let's begin with Bartholomew, Kaelrix, and Uvel about to climb into the boat.
Kaelrix, you are not getting on that boat with that.
Why not?
Whether you can understand this or not, any creature that would trick you into loving it has ulterior motives, and that is exactly what these little beasts are doing. Kaelrix, I'd like you to trust me for a moment. I'd like you to close. I'd like you to close your eyes. I'd like you to think. I'd like you to think about true love, the greatest love that you've ever had. Tell me all about it.
Well, I can't say that I've ever known that outside of my family.
While Kaelrix is talking, I'm going to motion to you, Val, that while he's distracted, when I give the signal, we're going to kill the two little furballs.
Okay, Uvel, roll insight, because that's like all conveyed without language.
15.
All right. You get the sense that Bartholomew wants you to do something vicious because you got the murder sign and he's pointing at these Tribylons. Excuse me, the Tribylon. Yeah. Of course, Kaelrix, you roll insight. You're right there too.
Well, he had his eyes closed. I just simply told him to close his eyes.
Oh, well, insight disadvantage. Let's do that.
Okay. Damn. That is
Good move,
16.
though.
16?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So, with that, you're aware that you're not able to see a discussion. As you're describing your, whatever, your answers to Bartholomew, you realize maybe, just maybe, he is trying to distract you because, so he's never asked you about your family or your love. This is a really weird time to be asking you questions like this. So you're probably not going to keep your eyes closed, very long, or maybe you're going to try to sneak one open. This is really weird.
Like a little squinty.
Well, I can't say that I've ever known that. I've been fighting tyranny my entire existence, watching my mom be flayed in front of me.
Goddamn.
So that's the closest I've ever known to love. My father, he's fighting with his people off in the mountains, trying to fight the Emperor.
As you're petting a Tribble, you're just the Tribble is just
Everything's real
just
sad.
loving it, and another one's kind of scurrying from your pauldron behind your neck to your other pauldron.
I place my hand on Kaelrix's shoulder, and I say, I'm really sorry about your mother, and I'm sorry for the deception. Drop them. And when I say drop them, I cast command on Kaelrix to drop the Tribylons.
Roll wisdom, Kaelrix. Wisdom saving throw.
double check my numbers. I have that already.
And Bartholomew, what's our target number?
15.
I got an 11.
Sounds like you're gonna do what you're told. So you immediately put the Tribylon down in a way that's dropping it, but not in a harsh, mean way.
I nod to you, Val, and I cast Guiding Bolt on one of them.
All right. Well, he was only holding one in his hand. The other one had scurried on the shoulder to the other shoulder, and when he leaned down, it kind of scurried to his back. And he puts one on the ground, and he Guiding Bolt the one that's up.
I'm gonna take a swing at the one on his back.
Oh God. So, real quick, was there damage on the Guiding Bolt?
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, there's a shit ton of damage on the Guiding Bolt.
And I think there's a second effect from the Guiding Bolt. You get to give somebody, like, advantage if they're next to you, or...
No. So, Guiding Bolt, it's 4d6 radiant damage to a singular target. But the advantage thing that it gives is only if it's on the same target, and I'm guessing I'm going to kill this thing.
Oh, here, yeah. Okay.
No shit.
So, go ahead and roll that 46, good sir.
20.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You hear you see a light flash out of the blackness that is the sky and storm, and strikes this little creature. It's almost blinding to everybody in the circle. It's alien how bright it is. And you hear it go, and it's like there's like a dusting of ash on the ground. Yuvel, what did you roll for that attack?
Do I have to add anything to it?
What are you using to hit it?
You're just like punching it?
Using
My
a
hammer.
weapon? Yes. Hammer comes with yes. Hammer comes with proficiency and strength.
Get him!
I am
Plus 4,
attached.
And technically your friend is flanking it, so you have advantage.
Oh, jeez. So that's a dirty 20. That's a 21.
Yeah. So
Let's go.
You set up like it's T-ball, and you knock this thing straight into the sea.
Home run.
All right, so we're gonna cut scene there for a moment. The storm is blowing, the lightning's cracking. Warden, you and Orrin have come to talk to the captain, and Orrin has gone ahead down below to see if he can help, organize the bucket brigade or whatever is being done, right? So,
mend the ship.
would you have? Yeah, do you have any words for the captain and or things you want to do before I move on to the next?
Would you remind me of the captain's name?
You call him Captain. I believe it's Sheridan.
Captain Sheridan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hail, Captain Sheridan.
Ah, yes. The Warden. I hope you have something important to share with me, because I have things to do. He's very, he's blustered, and he's, carrying, a whole load of, nails and wood, and he's about to head downstairs with it. Got, a box of nails, timber.
Yes.
Hammer run his waist.
As important as fixing the vessel is, I believe this also may be equally as important. Your crew and those of our of my party members that have ventured to the shores have encountered small furry creatures that seem to addle the brain, and I am afraid that they may get on board and cause further damage. We may need to quarantine.
That sounds absolutely terrifying and abysmal. He stops what he's doing.
Yeah, we're on Zeryels too.
Stops what he's doing. He sets the things down on the deck, and he almost drops the nails, and he wipes his brow with the back of his hand.
Can I
He looks-
do
he
a
looks
reaction
you
to
dead.
try and catch the shit so it doesn't fall?
Oh, yeah, he didn't drop it. He almost dropped it.
Oh,
he's just
almost.
he's a little bit shaken. He looks at you dead in the eye. He says, "We can't be allowing any vermin or disease on the ship. Do you understand?"
Agreed wholeheartedly.
So, I task you with manning the rail. Any man, woman, child, or beast who has this plague or this disease or these creatures on them is turned away, searched, and if they do not wish to follow direction, we can abandon them or execute them. I will not have my ship compromised. Do you understand, Warden?
I checked the rule book. It doesn't seem to be an issue for me. I accept your charge.
Thank you, Warden. I knew you'd do right by me and the Horn.
Turn on heel, head to the gangplank.
For the Star of the Horn thanks ye. And he's like, Carpenter! Jimmy! You heard me down there. Come up here and get these damn nails. I gotta help the Warden. And he goes over there and he helps make sure there's only one gangplank that you can watch, and he pulls in the second one. And he says, I'll send up a guard to help you out if you need it.
Phenomenal. I'll say. Any extra hand is, many hands make light work, as they say.
Aye. You down there, Bartholomew. Kaelrix. Ubel.
Aye.
Hey,
Was that some critters I seen you out just murdering down there? What's going on?
You're damn right. We'll kill any of these critters we see, Captain.
He's kind of hollering at you from on the deck, kind of yelling down through the wind. You only catch 3 or 4 out of 5 words, but you get most of what he's saying, and he understands. He's like, good, you don't let any of them bastard devil animals on my ship.
Finally, you and I agree on something.
And he looks out over the sands. He goes, oh my lord, it looks like a scourge. He's like, I'll be bringing you some torches. And the rain is just bashing. The rain's getting terrible. You guys know it's going to be a long night of shitty weather and lightning.
Can I do a perception check for over the bow to see, the generals? Because if my understanding is correct, I can see barely Bartholomew, Uvel, and Kaelrix, because they're not on the ship yet.
Yeah, they're just on the side. There was some rope ladders thrown over, but the captain has since pulled those up and left only the one gangplank there, so you can control.
Where I'm at, so I can control ingress and egress.
Yeah.
I just kind of want to do a general perception check just to see what is beyond those guys, because if they're killing stuff, I want to see what's out there if I can.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Go ahead and give me an investigation. You've had time to survey the land, as it were. You know what's going on.
It's not great. 14.
That's it's fair. Yeah, you're aware that if you don't stay inside the ship tonight, anybody who's out there in the weather, they're going to suffer. This is a night where you shouldn't be out of doors. You see the creatures have started to lurk out from under the foliage. Now that the sun is set, maybe they're drawn to the sounds you're making, or maybe they're drawn to the warmth of your bodies, or just the activity you're doing. For whatever reason, they're definitely drawn. They're coming, and they don't seem to be moving overly fast, but they kind of roll here and scurry there. Some of them make a line, kind of a little bebopping, kind of fluttery. Some of them kind of bounce a little bit. But there's definitely way more than you initially would have thought, and they're kind of rolling about. So, a lot of you, Flay and Kaelrix, the two of you specifically, who have kind of fallen in love with these things, and a couple of the people back at the camp who've fallen in love with these things, you will know at the end of the first hour that you've been charmed, because it is a spell, right?
Okay.
And so usually about a 24-hour period, you're immune to said spell. So from now until tomorrow at the same time, this kind of warbling and spellcasting won't affect you. And that's true of any of you who've dealt with the emotions spell. But those of you who haven't dealt with I think all of you actually have resisted at this point the warbling. So you've all got a 24-hour sort of buffer in your mind, as it were. Once you get, just so you know, spells work. A lot of charm spells are, if you've resisted, you're good for 24 hours. Anyway. So,
right.
Yeah. Kaelrix and Flay, you also know that these little critters seem very happy, and as you're holding them, actively, Flay, you especially, since you're not moving around like Kaelrix, you're aware that you feel like this Tribylon is pregnant.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like just suddenly, like it wasn't before?
Flay's gonna be a mommy.
I don't know.
Somewhere around that, you know, a half hour in or so, you realize, I think I feel kittens in here, or babies or something. And, you know, it just feels like maybe this Tribylon is heavier than it was. I don't know. Kaelrix, go and give me a perception check. You've been kind of distracted and busy, and they're bugging you. And...
Wait, I thought we got rid of this.
I know. This is before you did the getting rid of. I'm gonna see what he might have discerned.
That is 15.
Yeah. No, just before the incident that you just experienced, you were like, "Is this Tribylon heavier? Weird. I sure love it." And then they're like,
"So cute."
They're like, "Hey, drop it." You're like, "What?" You set it down. As you're setting it down, your friend's like, "Whack!" And the other one's like, "Ha!" Divine light. You're like, "Ah!" Psychically, you're in shock and dismay, and also sad and
what
maybe
the hell,
angry.
guys?
Like
what
you're
the hell?
confused and angry and sad. It's like a wash of emotions.
Why would you guys do that?
How could they do that to such a
You feel
cute
like
creature?
you just lost a beloved pet that you've had for 10 years.
Is she still charmed?
It's an effect of the mind.
How could you guys do that to your defenseless creatures?
We did it
You're
for you.
animals.
Kaelrix, we did that for you. And at some point here, you're going to realize...
From the top of the gangplank. It's quite easy, you just stab them.
For once, the warden and I agree on something, and it was stabbing. I thought you would be in on this, Kaelrix.
I do like stabbing.
So your frustration and confusion and anger dissipate almost as quickly as it hit you, and you feel the charm wash off of you, and you're aware that you were charmed, and you feel a little bit like upset about how upset you just were, and you're confused in a different way now.
You guys ever have a feeling where you feel like your mind's been not taking control of, but like somebody's been messing with it? That's why I'm mad. I need to stab something and light some stuff on fire.
Can I hear him say that, or is he too far away?
Roll me perception. It's not good. It's like he's mad. He's yelling, and you're on the rail. So
Okay, hold on. That's not bad. 17.
oh yeah, no, you catch 95% of that.
Then I hollered back, "It could be work of dark wizards, which means we have to kill all of them."
I can light it up.
I think that it would behoove us to get together with the warden, with the captain, with the members of the crew that we know are not charmed, and come up with a plan for killing these rodents. We have to go save Flay.
Okay, so I have something that might help us. So, being an artificer, being that I've had some time, I've built myself a little eldritch cannon, flamethrower. It is capable of being mounted and can sit and kind of act as a defense for us to work through things. I think I should roll it out.
Yeah, takes an action. You've got your magic.
Yep.
What tool or device do you use as like your magic artificer favorite thing? A wand, a hammer, a wrench?
Hammer. It's a hammer.
Oh, it's a hammer.
It's a hammer with a little sickle at the end of it.
Oh, like almost like a jeweler's hammer.
Yes.
Okay. So you like pick things on one side and hammer things on the other side.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. I like that. Fun. So you're like, you whip that thing out, you start spinning it and twisting it, and it makes out some weird lights, and you're able to manifest materials and make magic artificer bot in like 6 seconds.
Got the right tools for the job, guys. Let's get this rolling.
We gotta fix the boat, too.
I'm aware. That's why this thing can defend itself, too. And I happen to have... I can mend a boat. I don't know who else here has mending.
I can mend the boat.
I can mend.
There's 3 of us. All right. Maybe the cannon and warden can keep eyes. We can focus on fixing the boat.
Sure. So it sounds like you're gonna leave your cannon, like at the base of the.
At the base of the gang, yeah, towards the base of the gangplank, just far enough out of reach where it won't catch the boat on fire.
For sure. And you can always work on the outside while they work on the inside. That way you can.
That's my plans. I'll be on the outside while Yuvel and Bartholomew are on the inside.
Okay. So you're kind of working in conjunction with the warden in that case, because he's kind of on the rail, watching the gangplank. He's watching your work, making sure no one sneaks in or on you. So, okay. So we got teams going on. Okay. So real quick, I'm gonna jump over to Flay. Flay, thanks for your patience. You've been cuddling your little Tribylon.
They're so cute and fluffy. Why wouldn't I? I stuff them into my robes while I'm making dinner.
Give me a
so I can keep holding on.
I want to see how well your dinner comes out and your camp. How well you're assisting the camp in general.
That's a 15.
And you have advantages. You have the blacksmith and you have helpers. You have other people.
Right. Oh, 17 then.
So, yeah, like I was suspecting, your camp is really solid in that you've got the tents and you've got fire going. The crew is protected. You've done a good job of getting that all in line. And so, at the end of the hour, you feel a strangeness in your mind and like a small headache in a way behind your eyes as a charm falls off of you. And the Tribylons scamper and push their way out from you, but you realize they're not actually pushing their way out from you as they are actually full pop. They're popping out little furball babies. They're just
no.
Oh no.
I would say probably.
How many?
You had what, like 6 or 7 Tribylon on you?
Oh no.
I started with 2. I probably had more at the end of it, by the end of the hour.
Well,
so.
Let's just have fun. Let's roll me a d10.
Oh God, Jesus!
Okay.
I'm sorry, you said 2, so it's a d10 plus 1.
9.
Right,
oh
yeah,
no.
God. So, you had like...
By the end of it, I had 9 on me.
And they're just crawling up your legs, and they're crawling on your back, and you're like, oh, they're so
cute and fluffy. Why wouldn't I want to cuddle them and hold them and do whatever they wanted me to?
So would you now roll me 9d8 plus 1?
1, 2, 3, 4. I got 6. I'm gonna roll 3 more after that. D4, you said, right?
90.
You say D4 or D?
D8.
Oh, D8. Fuck. That's a different number.
Yeah, that's a way different. That's a big number.
You're gonna die.
4, and then I'll roll 4 again, and then 1 more. So 4, 3, 2, 4. That's 13. Oh fuck. That's 16, 25, 31 and 15 is
46.
Thank you, and then 1 more. Add 3 more to that, so
49.
49.
So 49 plus 9 is a total of 58. So they're roiling under your robes and popping out the sides and trickling down your legs. Just like a pool of them. They're like,
there's so many of them.
And they're like, and like people are like, and it's not just you. It's not just you. It's everybody who's bonded to them in the camp. So like that guy and that guy and that guy over there.
There's like 10 more people here, aren't there?
There's all of a sudden there's like a 200 more Tribylon in your camp within seconds, and all of a sudden within like a half a minute. Just like the ground is covered by them.
It's pretty much at the same moment that we all realized that we were just charmed, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So we all just we're like, wait, why are we cuddling these fluffy things? And then,
but you also remember
explosion.
You still like them. They're not mean. They've not hurt
I know.
you. They've not done anything.
They haven't. Technically, no. They're just reproducing at this exact moment. And so my brain's like thinking, what is the purpose of them charming me? Like, why would they do that? They have a reason. Every creature has a reason for the reason they do things,
You can roll nature.
Nature.
And you can roll advantage because all of you are asking the same question in the camp.
You know what? On this, I am willing to give you inspiration.
I already had advantage. Thank you. Dirty 20.
Good enough.
No. Good. I get it. You're like, you need to know this. You need to know. We all need to know this.
Whatever this is, we need to know it.
So you understand inherently that, like, the nature of the biology of these creatures is not like a standard mammal. And it must be, even though it seems like it's a mammal, it must be an aberration. And you recognize that it is obviously reproducing at a
exponential rate?
Kinetic rate.
Exponential rate, yeah.
Yeah, and as you're holding it, you remember feeling it getting like, I swear it got pregnant as I'm holding it. And you're like, maybe
it got heavier in my hands.
Maybe its psychic charm had something to do with how it got impregnated, and that's why they.
Are these my babies? What?
Did I fuck a furball? Did I mind fuck a
Interspecies
furball?
erotica, fucko.
I mean, it's more psychic rape than you fucked the furball.
That's
Did
fair.
they mind fuck me? And get.
It's kind of ew.
They just took advantage of me. I don't like that.
So anyway, we've added a whole new reason why people are gonna hate Tribylon. Okay. Anyway, so you have just a floor. The ground is littered with these little critters. The rain is pelting the people who are not under the shelter. They're just, you're overwhelmed. There's a couple of them in the food. They're everywhere.
Oh. That's not good. I'm gonna try to start picking them out. Oh no! Stop!
They don't really resist the holding. They are happy to be moved and picked up. Is there anything else while you guys are mending or learning or cooking? Is there any other major concerns or actions you'd like to undertake before the night settles in?
As long as nobody's coming up that gangplank that's not supposed to, I am vigiling, and I'll press the digitation. My cloak with warmth.
So we all know at a certain point you're going to have a long rest, or you're going to push yourself through the night with no rest. And I'd like to know if anybody's trying to get a long rest tonight, or ignoring it and going to automatically assume a point of exhaustion.
I'll take the exhaustion. That's fine.
I'm gonna rest.
I'll rest as well.
I'll rest as well.
So,
But we should,
Bartholomew
and I rest in shifts.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna recommend.
Since Warden's gonna take the point of exhaustion, and I'm already on the outside, I'll take the first shift.
I'll take the second.
Yuval and I will go and rest, and then once we rest, then Warden, there's no reason why you couldn't rest.
I've been charged with watching this gangplank, and I'm gonna do it till it's done.
Okay.
All right, that's fair. I just wanted to give you the
Captain
option.
told me to not let anything up this gangplank.
I understand.
You need to go talk to him.
I understand. I was just trying to be friendly. No need to be a dick.
What's a dick?
Do you not have one?
I'm not familiar with this terminology. Sorry. I continue to watch.
I look at Yuval and Kelrix, I shake my head, and I head below deck to go lay down.
That hurt my mind. All right. So, sounds like rest, and no rest. All right.
For the righteous.
Mm-hmm. So the psychic feed triggers the furball production. Obviously, newborns are newborns. They're all over the place. It's wild. Anybody who's out in the wilderness getting pelted by rain and terrible weather, it sounds like that's only Flay and Warden.
I'm under a tent, so
yeah, but it's still not good. Okay, it's a bad storm.
I'm
It's
next
fair.
to the boat.
It's fair.
I'm
You're right.
technically outside.
I don't know how well it works, but I prestidigitated my cloak to have warmth, and it's a full body cloak.
I like that. It's still not great. So
okay,
Kilrix, you're gonna sleep on the inside though, right? Like you're not gonna.
Yeah, I'll when it's my time to rest, I'll go inside.
Right. So those of you who slept inside the ship, I'm going to allow to not have to make this roll. You're free of it. for Flay, who's out in the crappy tent that's getting waterlogged and it's terrible. But not, I mean, it's just small terrible. You're gonna roll me a survival check, please.
Oh, that's a very funny.
I should say Constitution save is what I should say. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, it's still a 14 plus 3, 17.
Nice. Warden, because you're creative with your cloak and you're kind of tempered for this type of shindig, even though you've taken a point of exhaustion from being up all night, I'll let you roll advantage on your Constitution save.
Okie dokie.
Since you've come at this weather with, you've always got that deep cowl, and you've got kind of got a system built for,
having to stand in shitty places for days and hours on end. Yes,
exactly.
The long watch.
I really appreciate that.
With advantage, that's a nat 20.
So
22 with con.
You're out there getting tired. The rain is just blasting you in the face, just running off you, and just.
Yep.
Second, third, fourth wind.
Yeah, no, it's impressive. And the night goes on. Flay, it is a hard night. It isn't like you can sleep constantly. You get woke up a few times by the blasting wind and the weirdness. Would you roll me
and the fur balls rolling over me?
Yeah, would you roll a perception for me?
21.
21, excellent. You kind of wake up in the midnight hour. You've been trying to sleep for 3 or 4 hours, and you're just like looking for a little snack to settle your belly. You're gonna go back to bed, and you realize the floor of your tent is covered with these strange chrysalis cocoons.
Very interesting. This is where the little fur balls were sleeping before.
Yeah,
are they the same?
There's still a few of them in the room, moving about and kind of scurrying between. Roll me insight.
Plus 6. So 16.
16. Excellent. You're aware that there's probably less than 25% of the furballs, even maybe less than 20% of the furballs left in the room is furballs, and the ones that are in the room seem to be leaving. But your mind's eye does a quick count. You're like, but the number of cocoons plus furballs is about the number of furballs that were in here when you went to sleep.
Okay, so it's quite possible that these chrysalis cocoon things are the furballs from the night before.
They look like the color of or the shape of similarly, but they've done kind of a ballooning of a cocooning sort of chrysalis around their shape, so they're a little bit larger than the furballs would have been.
Is it like a webbing, or is it like a parting?
It's like the fur
around it.
It's almost like the fur came out and went around it and made it like a chrysalis.
Some more like cottony.
Yeah,
cotton ball-y,
yeah,
I see.
yeah, and it's definitely sticky.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't really like that. So the terms weared off, and I'm this is concerning to me, because usually when things come out of cocoons and stuff, they're very hungry. So I'm gonna want to pick them up and get them as far away from the camp as I can, and just throw them.
You're not gonna get a long rest. Then you're gonna just start working and cleaning the camp.
Yeah, I don't want these.
There's hundreds of them.
Oh.
When you go outside,
I will.
When you go outside, there's dozens and dozens more.
I will, because I know the nature of creatures that cocoon themselves. They generally speaking, they're very hungry afterwards, and I don't know what they feed on. So they just fed on us with our energy. So yes, I will rouse a couple people to move these chrysalises, cocoons, away from the camp as far as way we can. If we have a net, we can scoop them all up together and throw it in the sea. I don't care.
So since you're going to be up all night, you're definitely going to earn yourself a exhaustion through the night.
Auto exhaust. Got it.
Yep.
I'm pooped.
So
One thing when they're cute and fluffy, but when they start doing things, it's weird.
So, with that, I think you are gonna wake up in the morning, and first thing in the morning, you all realize that there's cocoons, obviously, everywhere around the camp. They don't do anything first thing in the morning. A lot of tribbles start chirping and cooing at you, but nothing seems to come of it because you're already still kind of immune to their cooing and chirping. Yeah, so are you staying at the camp, or dawn is broke? Titus should be here in a couple hours. We'll cut back to them in a moment, but I want to know, do you want to keep staying in the camp and having people?
No, I would have people start packing up camp as soon as possible. We're awake. These chrysalises are concerning me. The cocoons are concerning me, whatever you want to call them. So I would want to start packing up. I would have others do it while I stand guard, watching them, the cocoons themselves.
So, Blacksmith and the other dozen crew members are happy to take direction, and they're happy to continue to be somebody of awareness, and they think that they're indications of what's going on with these chrysalis, weird Tribylon. You're making all the right moves. They're nobody's arguing with you. Okay, so we're gonna cut away from you just a moment. Warden, no one is made for trying to get on the ship all night. You've not seen any Tribylon in the obvious ways, but you've thought to yourself, I should probably investigate now that the sun is coming up to see if I notice anything in the dark corners around the edges of the ship. So let's give me that investigation, please.
The answer is not great. 11.
And remind me, when you rolled your Constitution save a moment ago, what did you say you got?
It was a nat 20, but with +2, it's 22.
Oh, nice, yeah. So you and Flay have done really well on your saves. And so, even though you didn't get any sleep and the weather was crap, you've done quite well, quite honestly. So essentially, you're able to look around. You don't see anything, obviously, on the gangplank. You actually walk down and check it. There is harder to see areas in the shadowy sides of the ship, obviously. But from your vantage, you don't really see anything. You see no person. You see no creatures.
And no stirring from the camp direction. I mean, they're pretty... I assume they're at least a little bit of a walk away.
Yeah, they're just far enough away into the foliage towards the water source that you can't see them from where you're at. At a dead run, you can probably get there in about 6 minutes.
So more than 120 feet.
Oh, way more.
Yeah. Okay, well then, until somebody relieves me, I will continue to man my post.
Yeah. You've all had your rests. You've all had morning time. Just because, you're free and able to do it. Uvel, Kaelrix, let's each of you roll survival. See if you guys have put on a good breakfast. Bartholomew, you're currently going to be the one doing some mending. You guys are almost done. It's been a really productive night.
23.
Awesome. Uvel?
18.
Fantastic. Bartholomew, why don't you throw me an Arcana to see how that mending has been going?
It's going to be a 16.
Yeah. So with that, the last repairs are done on schedule. There's no need to worry, which is what I was kind of wondering if we were doing against. So these guys have got food made up. They're frying up bacon, and they've got oatmeal on, and the coffees are cooking. And the captain's in medium good spirits. He's excited with the amount of progress you've made, considering how terrible the damage was last night. And the tide is coming in, and he says, "We shall be on track to get out of here in the hour. The camp should be coming up any time from over there." And so he said, "I'm going to go watch for him." He takes his spyglass to the deck. Kaelrix and Uvel, And Bartholomew, you're in the galley sharing bacon, oatmeal, coffee.
Ah, this bacon is wonderful.
Dried dates and mangoes.
You have mangoes where you come from, Kelrix?
On the southern part of the island.
Tell me about your home.
Well, it's on the coastline. There's the southern, like I said, the southern part is an island, and then we're also up near the mountains. There's kind of a variety of different clans. They've all fought in the various months of wars around here. My family lived in the mountains, but we were known to trek down to swim in the ocean waters. My father and mother were working on building an innovative type of armor with a renewable source, and the Pygean Emperor wanted it for his military conquests. There was a big battle. It's where this little glowing thing you see in my armor comes from. My mother was struck down as she handed it to me. I ran. I was a little kid, and I've only seen my father twice since then, and he's been fighting against the Pygean Emperor, and I've had a lot of people after me since then for this.
Sounds like quite the ordeal.
Yes, it was.
I'm sorry I've given you such a hard time.
It's okay. Could be worse. We could be on the island with these things.
I realize now that I should have really been making fun of you, Val, this whole time.
Did try to fuck the dragon.
Yuval, how are your studies with Bahamut going?
It's very interesting. I've been reading about the rules of being a follower.
The rules? And you consider yourself a follower now?
I'm highly thinking about it. It's looking that way.
I definitely think you should commit yourself fully to the platinum one.
How do I do that?
Well, I mean, I would probably speak to Flay. Clearly, there are some differences between my order and hers, but the big thing is that you would need to pledge yourself solely to the platinum one, to follow his form of justice, and that means, you know, mind, body, and soul.
So I'd have to be celibate.
Of course, you have to be celibate.
Does mean you would not be able to fuck the dragon.
I've heard butt things don't count.
Fire in the hole!
Oh, Lord.
Do I believe him?
I don't know. Do you?
Do you?
What do I gotta roll?
I'll totally roll deception on this.
Okay, so first of all, Bartholomew, are you being serious?
No.
Okay,
no.
So you roll deception, Yuval, you roll insight.
Oh, that's not going to be good.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that is still not going to be good, even with that.
Oh, what is it?
I got a 4.
Well, I got a 16.
God.
Everything you hear from Bartholomew over this breakfast is solemn and serious, and he is spinning a story that makes your heart sing, but at the same time you're confused by some of the details. But he seems very serious.
Can you teach me?
To be celibate?
No. Oh my God, no. God forbid, no. How to be a follower of Bahamut?
Absolutely. I would be happy to take you under my wing.
So, Warden on the deck.
Yes.
You're a little bit tired, but you're doing all right. The sun's been out. It's been an hour since the sun has risen. The tide is coming in. The captain expects you should be underway in about an hour. The camp has been broke, and you think you see they're coming out of the foliage at the distance. Currently, there's no one to check, but you're aware that when they get here, you're going to probably need to check people.
Do I have the...
Are you going to do that by yourself, or are you going to have anybody help you?
Do I have the ship hand with me? The one that was promised by the captain?
Yeah, he can have anybody here. Yeah, one of his officers, his first mate, can help you out.
Then, if need be, I send a passing ship's person to the captain, I guess, to get that person there.
Oh no, he's there. That's what I'm saying. The captain and the first mate have come to check on you. The captain's got the spyglass out. The first mate's kind of leaning over the rail. You're having this observation, and you look over and you're like, oh, this must be the guy he promised me, and okay, I could use his help.
Hail, Captain and sailor of unknown name.
They call me Jorge.
Jorge? Excellent, Jorge. I need to borrow you a moment, Captain. May I borrow Jorge as I see the broken, or rather the returnees from the camp are on their way here.
Yes, I spy them. Yes, of course. Jorge, you stay here. You help him out.
Okay.
See,
then
Captain.
I motion.
No problem.
Then myself and Jorge go to the base of the gangplank, and as loud as I can, hail returnees from the camp. Halt when you reach within 30 paces of the gangplank.
So, would you do me a good favor there, sir? Since you got help, and you're kind of in charge of hunting them, would you please roll me an investigation advantage? Actually, take that back. Regular investigation, as it's an ability check. And you have help, so you get regular roll.
17?
You and Jorge find quite a few Tribylon in packs and on people, and some people are still carrying them and telling you stories about how some of them turn to chrysalis. Even a couple of people have the chrysalis stuck to the side of their bag. Like, well, that's my buddy. I know he's my buddy. I need to bring my buddy with me. He's going to hatch into a butterfly.
So how many of them have Tribylon that they are unwilling to part with?
I mean, there was like 6. I would say, well, there's like 3 or 4 people who are hard set on keeping their Tribylon. And there's a couple people who are like, they want to really bad, but they see that you're distressed, and they're like, should we, shouldn't we? And they don't want to go against the grain. They're like, okay, I'm sorry, we can't bring pets on the boat, and you know. So there's some muttering, but yeah, there's at least 3 or 4 people that are like, no, these are my babies, and 2 of them are like they have like the ones that have turned to cocoons, and they're like, oh, this is gonna be our butterfly babies.
Okay, so I will cast Command Drop.
I'm going to use my inspiration to give him advantage.
Do I need that, or they just need to hit a wisdom save?
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Which means if he's giving you his inspiration point, burning that they would have disadvantage on that roll.
Okay, so they have to do a 15 wisdom save on disadvantage then to drop the drop.
That's a good call, actually. Thank you, Yuval.
So the one that had the chrysalis and the fur baby both is like, okay, fine. If the captain said I can't have it, I can't have it. And that's what was being told, and the other one's like, oh, and he puts it down like in a he wasn't listening. But he does what he's told because you command him magically to do so, and he knows he's been charmed. People know when they're charmed. He's like,
yes.
You're casting magics on me to make me give up my babies?
I am.
Can we hear people? Can we hear people arriving, like back to the boat?
Yeah. At this point, the captain would have come down below to be like, yeah, the crew's arriving back, and they're coming to the gangplank, and the warden and the first officer are checking them for critters.
Can I come up and help?
Yeah. Of course, you can come on top of the deck, and you can see that they're letting people start to come up the gangplank that they've checked.
Wouldn't any creature coming near the boat that could have potentially be there have to roll the save for the cannon?
They kind of stopped away, like he told them, like 30 paces away.
Okay.
Which is further away than your cannon.
Okay.
That's all.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah. No, so in the meantime, maybe a couple of the furries have tried to come within distance of that thing, and they would have been incinerated by the cannon. It's like a flame cannon, you said?
Flamethrower, yeah.
Yeah, so there's already been like 4 or 5 or 6 of them that got in that range through the course of the evening.
Okay,
But,
just want to make sure.
Yeah.
It's like a secondary line of defense.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've commanded the chrysalis guy to put it down. Everybody seems to be complying.
Actually, I was hoping that you would roll me persuasion.
A persuasion? Okay.
Yeah, again, you have help, so it's a regular roll. You and the first officer are like, listen, the captain's
Fucking
orders.
nat 20.
Yeah. Wah. The captain's orders. Don't be stupid. No disease, no pestilence, no pets, no weird animals. Unload your packs. If you're gonna argue, you're gonna get strip searched and you're gonna get flogged.
Oh, I will advise
first
them
mate
of the
is-
captain's rule of either abandonment or execution. Your pick.
Yeah, and the first mate, with that he's a little less harsh. He's like, I swear to God, if you don't put him down, I'm gonna strip you naked myself and flog you. Like he's just in it. Like he's like not messing around with those who are being stupid.
Perfect.
So everybody is absolutely on board, either willfully or unwillfully, but they're doing it. Good job on that. So everybody's on board, and the tide is coming in. The gangplank is going to get pulled, unless there's anything else anybody wants to do before we set sail.
I would have been the tail end of everyone, so I would have been corralling them essentially. So, but I would have, with my wisdom and intelligence, I would have realized that I don't need any of those creatures with me. So,
Kaelrix, Yvel, I'd like to do one more sweep around the boat to make sure there's nothing clinging to the boat.
Yeah.
Around or inside?
Nothing got in.
Nothing got in.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah. I was posted the entire night and completely vigilant.
On the gangplank, but from what I realized, they can go up any surface. Did you check the inside of the hull in case they got on the other side of the ship?
Okay, I have an idea. I would like to cast... it's level 2 spell time. Augury. I would like to ask Bahamut if we were to set sail right now, if there would be any Tribylon on board.
What is your, are you using components or a...
Well, for this,
Okay.
I'd have to go back onto the boat. I'm gonna have to use components. I'm gonna have to take some time for this.
Are you using a magical foci to cast your magic, or are you using material components? In either or question.
I was planning on using magical components.
Okay, so you're gonna need some specially marked sticks, some bones. Yeah. So you've got some sticks and bones that you've got marked up, and it's quite a pile. It says 25 gold worth, so it's quite a pile of sticks and bones of stuff. But you've had all night to.
I figured that I had done all that while I was in my levels process.
Plenty of splintered wood.
And what's cool is you don't have to cast a spell. It's a ritual that can be done in about 10 minutes. So with 10 minutes of you doing augury, you manage to ask a question of Bahamut. By casting gem inlaid sticks and rolling dragon bones, letting out ornate cards, or employing some other divine tool, you receive an omen. And what was your question exactly?
If we set sail now, will there be any Tribylon on board?
Okay.
Bahamut shakes his magic 8-ball.
Right.
Source is unclear. Try back later.
Right. So the options are wheel and woe, or nothing. And you read the signs as wheel and woe.
Whatever the fuck that means.
It means that there's probably at least one, but it might not reproduce while or might not enchant somebody while we're
Don't might not anything. Never might not anything. That's the dumbest.
No, exactly. I'm not saying to set
Search
sail
the
right
ship
now.
top to bottom now.
Yeah, that's the exact answer, is to search the entire ship top to bottom.
Alright, then I think we as a team take different quarters. Probably groups of 2. Orin's around here, he can help.
Yo.
Don't forget the mask.
And the outside. Anything that could be stuck to the side of the hull.
Since you have all taken great initiative and care to facilitate this search, I will allow everyone to roll investigation. If you have exhaustion, it's at disadvantage, but you have enough health, I'll neutralize it to regular. Just cause.
Thank you, love.
And I'm also gonna roll for Orin real quick. Orin got a 19 natural, so he's definitely helping a lot. He's digging in all the nooks and crannies of the ship.
Rigging and
for
shit?
He's in what are
The
they
mass?
called? No. No. He's in the bilge area.
The rat ways.
Oh,
He's digging around
He's
in the
the other-
places that people don't want to be in. He's digging through all the nooks and crannies of the bowels of this thing. So he's helping out in the ways he knows how. So, Kelrix, what'd you get?
I got a nat 20 plus 6 for my.
Oh, yeah.
Woo!
You find a couple.
Whoa.
Yeah, you find that they're actually stuck to the ship under the water line.
Oh, okay.
A couple
So
of
then-
these Tribylon seem to not have any problem with that.
Okay.
Warden, what'd you get?
Dirty 20.
Oh, Jesus. Also the same. There seems to have been a smart move on the Tribylon's part to adhere to sections of the ship underneath. So you find a couple of them as well. Yuvel?
18.
18. You actually realize that there's a chrysalis that was not noticed because of the angles on the side of the ship. It was on where maybe the warden couldn't quite see it from the down angle, so it was just out of sight above the water line and had turned into this chrysalis that had stuck to the side. The butterfly cocoon.
I ripped it off.
Yeah, Bartholomew.
And I got the low roll with 14.
14. You're trumping around with everybody, but you don't find anything new.
And I got
Oh, go ahead.
I got 16.
16.
I was looking up above. I was looking up.
Yeah. You got rigging and everything. And as you're checking the rigging, one of the people that you came back with is acting real weird with their pack. And when you come down to the room, they were like not really paying attention to who was paying attention to them because you were in a weird spot. And they were like readjusting, and you realized that they were hiding one of them sons of bitches in their pack.
Oh,
So
like a fluff ball or a cocoon?
Yep, a fluff ball.
Okay. I'm gonna take it and yeet it into the ocean, like literally.
So you get out of the rigging and you get down there and you smack the bitch. You reach in their pack and you toss it in the sea.
I will smack him. We said no fluff balls, and then I will take it and toss it. He still gets slapped though. I don't care.
Yeah. So you've done a very, very thorough search of the ship, and seems that all is. I mean, you guys have done amazing at digging around and digging through the crevices and the tips and tops, and the tide comes and lifts the ship off the sandbar, and you're back to sea. And after a few moments of being underway, it occurs to all that you need to make some hard decisions. The captain hits you with some truth. He says, "Look, the repairs we did to the ship are good for the deck and the hull, but that mast, it's something. It's like, we lost a part of it in the sea and it can't be replaced, and I'm worried about making good way and good time. And some of those patches we did, only reason they're going to do as well as they are is because the magic was here to help us out. The nails and the tar would have been something, but that magic is a lifesaver. Because of it, we can head straight away to Port Avior if you'd like. But if you're interested, I was planning to maybe make a slight detour to an island not too far from here. It's a day rather than the 2 or 3 days it may take to get to Port Avior. It's a little off course, but they have some amazing trading to be done there. And of course, if we needed to do any repairs or buy any materials or hunt for things that you might be interested, it's a very, let's say, they have an eclectic sort of market there.
After the ship's taken this damage, after what we've been through, I think stopping to to repair the mast is a good idea. What do you guys think?
I agree as well. It's best to we did our best to help you repair the ship, but it's best to get it fixed by a master. You know.
Let's go with it.
Can I presume there is a shipwright in this port that you know of personally, Captain?
Aye. The port I'm referring to is known as Pilgrim Rock. Port Abior could take us, as many as 3 or 4 days to get there, but we could get to Pilgrim Rock in a day for sure. And I would say, what's interesting is that there's quite a nice little group of people there that can work on ships. They have a dry dock. They have blacksmith. They have herbalists. The island is pretty much self-sufficient. There's a village there, and they kind of live on their own. It's not a great grand city, but it is definitely a solid town, as it were. Pilgrim Rock. I've always enjoyed me stay there. They have a good kind of seafood,
Is it a place that Flay would have been before?
Orange for sure. Flay maybe. Flay, roll me history.
Disadvantage.
Also roll history.
Oh, nope, 6. Never been there. Sorry.
I also roll history.
You can roll history disadvantage, Warden.
Even though I've been...
You're in a different time, love.
Yeah.
He may have floated out there. Who knows? He came and went. He popped in and out.
You said disadvantage?
Yes, please.
I rolled 2 10s.
Yeah.
History is +5, so 15.
Look at that. You've heard of Pilgrim Rock. It is kind of a famous little town in the middle of nowhere. And everything you know about it is that they're a fiercely independent lot that don't belong to Port Abior or any other crown. They're super independent people.
Oh, any atoll in a storm is good for me, Captain, as long as we can get on with the journey. And with that, I leave, go take a couple of pieces of bacon, and go sleep for a day.
Fair enough.
My watch is done.
Yeah,
His
my watch is ended. My watch is ended.
All right, so it sounds like rather than head straight to Port Abior, 3 or 4 days off, 2 if the weather was good, but it's not. So you're gonna divert in this stormy, nasty gale to Pilgrim Rock. By the time the sun sets, you haven't quite seen where you want to be. You're worried that you're not going to make it, but just about an hour past dark, there's a light at the edge of the horizon, and Orin knows that that's where it's at. He's like, "Light ahoy, Captain!" And he's out there, and you guys headed. Hey guys, we found it! He's running about trying to find whoever wants to come on deck. The rain's still blasting. If you want to go on the deck,
Of course it is.
I do not want to come on deck. I continue to sleep.
Right,
Like, I didn't even...
In that day it took to get there, was I able to get a long rest?
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
Yeah,
So I can have no exhaustion.
Didn't have a long rest. This time sailing, even though it's daytime, it would facilitate a long rest, like the Warden or Flay.
Okay.
So with that, I think we're at a great spot. We've arrived at Pilgrim Rock after dark, and we'll have to do some investigating and learning once we come back.
Yeah.
The wind was screaming like Orin drunk. The deck was slick and cursed. But Warden stood there motionless. We swear the storm gave up first. A triple